wa chuo cha Maji. Baada ya hapo kutakuwa na neno fupi kutoka kwa mkuu wa chuo na ukaribishwa mwenyekiti wa bodi ili amkaribishe mgeni wetu rasmi. Baada ya hapo mgeni rasmi atatusalimia na kutupatia hotuba yake na kulifunga kongamano hili rasmi. Ni kongamano la pili ndilo atakalolifunga. Makongamano mengine yataendelea. Kwa hiyo mwisho wa kongamano hili ni mwanzo wa kongamano la 3 la 2024. Na nikiwatizama hapa naona wote mtakuwepo na wengine walioko kwa nyumbani. Kwa hiyo kama kupata wasaa wa kuwasilisha wasilisho lako, kongamano lijalo utawasilisha na mwaka unaofuata utawasilisha mpaka utakapokuwa profesa. Lakini na ukiwa profesa sio mwisho wa kufanya presentation. Presentation utaendelea kutupatia ili vijana waendelee kujifunza zaidi na zaidi. Na baada ya hapo tutapata picha ya pamoja kwa makundi ambayo tutayaorodhesha. Baada ya hapo nadhani tutakuwa tumefikia mwisho wa kongamano hili kwa maana ya sehemu hii ya kitaaluma zaidi. Baada ya hapo sasa tukifunga ile kongamano la kitaaluma, tutakuwa na extra curricular cocktail. Kisha sema cocktail, nadhani your brain is processing everything. Kwa hiyo itakuwa ni cocktail kweli to refresh, considering hizi 3 days ambazo tumekuwa intensive. Kwa hiyo tutapata time ya refresh na jazz band watatumbuiza live. Kwa hiyo ndio highlight ya event hii. Kwa hiyo naomba ile kamati inayohusika na young researchers waje hapa mbele ili watupe mwongozo wa shughuli hiyo. Karibu sana Engineer Alfayo, makofi mengi kwake. Yeye mwenyewe anaonekana ni mtafiti kijana. Karibu sana.
Ndugu mgeni rasmi, mkuu wa chuo na meza kuu yote na washiriki wote wa mkutano, habari za jioni. Nimesimama hapa mbele kwa ajili ya kusema machache kuhusu competition iliyokuwepo ya young researchers. Lengo la competition hii kwa ajili ya kuwaimarisha na kuinua vipaji vya watafiti wadogo au wanaokuwa, ili tuweze kuencourage wainuke zaidi. Kwa hiyo kwenye kazi hii tuliyoifanya ilikuwa ni ngumu sana kumpata mshindi. Kwa nini ilikuwa ni ngumu? Kwa sababu waliokuwa wanakompiti wote walistahili kuchukua tuzo. Walifanya vizuri sana. Ninaomba tuwapongeze young teachers wote. Kuna wale walio present na kuna wale ambao walisubmit kwa bahati mbaya hakuweza kushiriki leo. Wote tunatambua michango yao. Lakini pia kuna wale ambao walihitaji kufanya hivyo wakashindwa. Tunawakaribisha kwenye mkutano unaofuata. Asante sana. Basi kupitia kazi hiyo sikufanya peke yangu. Nilikuwa na wenzangu. Ninaomba niwatambulishe kama wanaweza kukimbia hapa mbele mara moja. Alafu tutaendelea kwa pamoja. Tulikuwa na Miss Grace Mvungi, one judge. Sasa sitataja alikuwa mgani kwa masuala ya kiusalama. Tulikuwa na Engineer Alvin Rujweka. Tulikuwa na Engineer Hezron Magambo. Tulikuwa na Engineer Emmanuel Chu. Tulikuwa na Mr. Jackson Kwama. Na mimi mwenyewe ni Engineer Stefano Alfayo ambaye ndio nilikuwa team leader wakati. Ndugu washiriki, hawa ndio kamati ambayo ambayo imehusika kwa ajili ya kutafuta na kusort kupata mshindi ule wa Young Researchers. Ilikuwa ngumu sana, hata wao wakizungumza wakikuambia hivyo. Kila mmoja alikuwa na sehemu yake katika zile room 3 ambazo zilikuwa zimepangwa, na katika mashindano haya washiriki walikuwa jumla 14, lakini wa 13 walipresent na walipresent title mbalimbali. Sasa kwa sababu ya muda, ninaomba nisitaje title zao, nitaje majina yao. Waliokuwa katika subtheme ya Water Resource Management and Governance for Sustainable and Equitable Development walikuwa ni Theobald Rugaibira, makofi kwake. Mwingine alikuwa Godwin Lucas, makofi kwake. Na watatu alikuwa Margaret Sima Kirone, makofi kwake. Sasa kabla sijatangaza mshindi, naomba nitangaze tena subtheme ya pili ya Unleashing Concern Around Harnessed Groundwater Quality and Quantity. Washiriki walikuwa ni Harriet Manika, makofi kwake. Lea Maro, makofi kwake. Omari Rajab, makofi kwake. Lesia Lufingo, makofi. Na Anodius George. Timu ya mwisho walikuwa ni Jonas Bayuo, wa pili alikuwa Pili Kagosi, watatu Ismail Suleimani Musa, wanne Mwajuma Salum Basha. Katika posti ya presenters alikuwa mshiriki mmoja ambaye alikuwa Kinsela Anthony. Basi kwa nafasi niliyopewa, ninaomba sasa ni watangaze washindi katika subtheme hizo, na kuna zawadi zao kwa maana ya cheti pamoja na trophy. Sasa nitaomba utaratibu kutoka kwa MC tuweze kuwatangaza washindi hao. Asante sana.
Asante sana kiongozi wa kamati ile ya kuwatuza Young Researchers. Sasa kwa heshima na tazima mgeni rasmi, kwa ajili ya kuweka kumbukumbu ili picha ziweze kutoka ukiwa na hawa vijana wanaochipukia kwenye utafiti, tutaomba pamoja na haitebo yako mshike pale chini ili matukio yaweze kuwa recorded vizuri. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi ameshashuka stejini. Kwa hiyo hawa washindi wanne ni kwamba kila timu inatoa mshindi mmoja. Kwa hiyo ni washindi wanne, sio kwa maana ya nafasi ya 1, 2, 3 mpaka 4. Ni washindi wa kwanza kwenye kila timu. Kwa hiyo wakija hapo ni hawa ni washindi wote namba 1, ila kila mmoja ameongoza kwenye timu yake. Karibu chairperson wa kamati hiyo kwa kuwataja.
Asante sana mshirikishaji. Sasa ni muda wa kutaja washindi wetu. Katika timu ya Water Resource Management and Governance for Sustainable and Equitable Development ambao walishiriki presenters watatu, mshindi alikuwa ni Theobald Rugaibira. Makofi mengi kwake. Karibu Mr. Theobald. Delphine is also coming outside of Tanzania.
Makofi mengi sana kwa mshindi. Makofi mengi kwa mshindi wetu. Jambo la kihistoria, mshindi akiwa anakabidhiwa tuzo pamoja na cheti cha mshindi wa utafiti kijana. Hongera sana.
Asante sana mgeni rasmi. Katika theme ya unleashing concern around harnessing groundwater quality and quantity, washiriki walikuwa watano na mshindi alikuwa ni Maji. Makofi
mengi sana kwake Helios.
Makofi kwake anapokuja. Lakini mwanamke ambaye pia siku yake ilikuwa juzi. Sasa good news to ladies.
Makofi mengi kwa mtafiti kijana wa kike ambaye anakuja kurithi mikoba ya watu wakubwa hapo baadaye. Hongera sana Helios.
Asante sana.
Helios, naomba uje huku mbele. Karibu.
Asante sana mgeni rasmi. Naomba nimtaje mshindi katika tathmini ya Emerging Solution to Groundwater Exploration and Protection, ambao walikuwa washiriki 4 na mshindi ni Jonas Bayuo. Welcome Mr. Jonas Bayuo. Mr. Jonas Bayuo is coming outside of Tanzania from Botswana.
Congratulations. All the way from Botswana to Tanzania for presentation. We should clap hands for him. Sorry, I told him he's from Ghana. Yeah. All the way from Ghana to Tanzania.
Asante sana mgeni rasmi. Ninaomba nimtangaze mshindi wa best poster. Mgeni rasmi kwenye poster alikuwa mshiriki mmoja, lakini tulipomwassess tukaweka threshold kwamba asipofikisha marks hizo basi hatutompa tuzo. Lakini tunafurahi kutangaza kwamba alifanya kazi nzuri sana na ameshinda na anastahili kuchukua tuzo. Naye ni Ginsela Anthony. Na huyu ni mwanafunzi wa chuo cha Maji.
Hongera sana kwa kushinda tuzo hiyo. Ni mwanzo mzuri. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, baada ya tukio hilo tutakuomba na meza kuu mrudi pale juu. Wakati hawa vijana mkishatulia pale, kuna kwa upendeleo kwa sababu wameenda 50-50, wamebalance gender. Mmoja ataongea young researcher wa kiume na mwingine wa kike. Kwa hiyo tunaomba mrudi Aitebo, wageni wetu wa Aitebo. Nashukuru sana. Kwa hiyo nitamuomba, wameshachaguana wawili watakaobaki hapa kwa ajili ya kufanya neno la shukrani. Kwa hiyo naomba niwakaribishe, na kwa sababu being a presenter kuna mazingira unayotakiwa uwepo, and one of the things you have to get used is the podium like that. So nitaomba mwende pale, usimame pale, utoe shukrani kuwawakilisha wenzenu. Karibu. Oh, they say ladies first.
Good evening. Okay, I wasn't prepared for this actually, but thank you very much for this. This is an encouragement for us as young researchers, as young trainers. It's really an honor, and it's really something that pushes us or drives us to reach to our goals. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Makofi mengi kwake.
Good evening. On behalf of my fellow presenters, those who were able to present, those who were able to try a little bit to push themselves toward this conference presentation, I would like to present my sincere gratitude to you all, participants, the high table, and everyone who have contributed much on this conference. This is a very interesting thing, and also it's a highly motivating thing for us young researchers. This is one among the accomplishments, not for me, not my fellow there, and also for the rest who participated, but also for other young researchers who are interested on this field. So thanks a lot, and good evening.
Thank you very much. So I'd like to invite all the winners to the stage there for the photo, please. Asanteni sana, tuwapigie makofi mengi mengi watafiti wapya. Kwa kufuata ratiba inayofuatia hapa, tutakuwa na hiyo conference highlights ya hizi siku tatu ambazo tumekaa hapa. Kwa heshima na taadhima, naomba nimkaribishe Dr. Tulinave, naibu mkuu wa chuo upande wa taaluma. Karibu sana Dr. Tulinave.
Asante MC. Habari za jioni. Good evening. First, I would like to start by appreciating every one of you for being part of these 3 days of the scientific conference. We highly appreciate your presence your different roles that you have played, whether being a presenter, a judge, a rapporteur, an exhibitor, sponsor, participant. Anyhow, however, best you have participated, we appreciate because of you being engaged and participating, you added value to our scientific conference. I would like to applaud yourself. I would like to give a highlight, like a brief compilation of the 3 days of the scientific conference from day 1, 8th, 9th, and 10th. On average, we had over 300 attendants, within which we had presenters 54 in numbers, whereby oral presentation were 48, those who presented orally were 48. We had 6 posters and 6 presenters who presented virtually, which was the prior session before this session. We had exhibitors, 16 in numbers, and I have to acknowledge that we had a mix of audience members, local and also international representative, and we highly appreciate that. Adding value to the tag I put on our conference, international conference. We had 4 workshops on the first day after the opening session. Prior to the workshop, we had a plenary session where we had a very informative and empowering keynote presentation, followed up by panel discussion, which involved experts' experience in various angles within the water sector, from which I believe every one of us who was there, who was able to participate, had a take-home message, something to add value to their day-to-day contact with the focus of empowering our water sector. So I appreciate everybody's role. As I had said earlier, we had presenters, we had people who participated as session chairs. They were involved in chairing those presentation sessions, whereby we had parallel sessions, 3 parallel sessions yesterday and 2. Today we had 2 parallel sessions. And we appreciate all those who were in audience of those 2-day presentation sessions, but at the same time, we appreciate even the involvement through questions and answers and comments and advices. We believe our presenters were able to get something that would add value to their work, their research work, whether the research is ongoing still or the research has already been completed. And that is the purpose of this conference, that you are able to bring your work, whether it's in progress or it has been completed, and then as you share with other experts in the field, you are able to get feedback from that audience, because we believe we all have different expertise and we are exposed in various ways. So each comment, question, or correction has a positive benefit to that presenter who is bringing it forth. So that's why I keep on appreciating our involvement. We had presentation including issues, techniques and technologies for quality management of water as a resource. We had presentation including content of quantity management of water as a resource. We had research work covering issues of sustainability from perspective of social, technical, environmental, and economic. And much of this research work, as I stated earlier, were ongoing work. Some are people who are still pursuing their degrees, higher level degrees, whether it's masters or PhDs, but also we had presenters who were sharing their ongoing works, that is post PhD work, their ongoing research works. We encourage both researchers as well as practitioners to participate in upcoming conferences. We had much of a number this time of researchers from academic institutions, but also I would like to encourage that in coming up conferences to have also practitioners within the water sector coming to share their works. Because the whole purpose of this platform is you are able to present your work, the challenges you have faced, the way you have tackled them, and as you are sharing that, another person from another angle of this country or outside the country is gaining something. Because we believe most of these things, they are almost similar. It's an issue of you customizing it to your local content. So I share my case in one region of the country, another managing director from another part of the country may gain something that would add value to his day-to-day conduct. And that's the whole point of this conference platform. Like, at the same time, those coming from academic institutions, research institutions, as they participate or as they engage within such platform whereby they are practitioners from the water sector, what practitioner is sharing as a challenge for a researcher from a research institute or academic institution is an opportunity for research. So that way, from there, we would expect that that researcher will take that back and develop research proposal and then pursue it. So that in the end, those research output, when presented again to those practitioners, it will be something you're giving them an input, a way forward, something to apply to address whatever challenges they had been facing prior. So it may not be so easy for a researcher in an academic institution or research institution to develop these research ideas that would actually be fit to address those challenges within the water sector without the support or the cooperation of practitioners from the water sector. So when we meet here, a practitioner shares their concerns, their queries, their challenges. So you're giving input to that researcher, and then you take home, it goes and research, comes back with a research answer. The practitioner takes it and puts it into application, and then that way we are empowering our water sector. And that is the whole point of having a platform like this, whereby you have people from various professions and experiences. So before finishing, I would like also to appreciate our exhibitors who, as I said earlier, there were 16 in numbers, and I believe most of us were able to visit them and get acquainted with their new techniques and technologies, their various work within the field, their devices and tools, from which some of us maybe will be of use to apply in our day-to-day conduct. And for the workshop, we appreciate all those who are engaged within the workshop. We apologize for those technical errors which we faced prior, but then we are resolved. And we do appreciate the patience you had to stay until towards the end, very late within the day. And we appreciate even our members who participated virtually. In one workshop, we had participants from different parts of the country, as far as South Korea, who are 6 hours ahead of time. So it was quite late, but then we appreciate their participation and their engagement of all those participants. So in the end, again, I would like to thank everybody. And as we had said, this is continuous. This is the second conferences. We hope to have more and more, third, fourth, sixth, na kuendelea. And for you to sustain that way, we very much depend on your involvement. Your work, your research work, your practical works. There are so many ways you can make use of this conference to gain and grow further in your career. So let's collaborate, let's cooperate for the benefit of empowering our water sector. Thank you very much.
Asante sana Dr. Tulinave kwa highlight hiyo ya kongamano hili. Baada ya ratiba hiyo, mgeni rasmi, kwa heshima na taadhima, naomba nimkaribishe mkuu wa chuo ili naye aweze kutoa neno fupi likiambatana na shukrani. Unapoandaa shughuli na watu wakaja kwenye shughuli yako, sio jambo dogo, ni heshima kubwa. Kwa hiyo naomba nimkaribishe mkuu wa chuo ili aweze kutoa neno fupi, na baadaye atamkaribisha mwakilishi wa mwenyekiti wa bodi ya chuo cha Maji ili aweze kumkaribisha mgeni rasmi. Karibu sana mkuu wa chuo Dr. Adam Karia.
Good evening. Good evening, good delegates. You are the delegates, right? Congratulations. Just turn it to your friend and say, congratulations. Congratulations. Really, you did it well, very well. No words to explain about this, but what I can say, you have made it very possible for this conference to be very successful. I've seen a lot of ideas, good papers has been here also presented, and a lot of innovation from exhibitors, lot of innovations from the young researchers and innovators. This is real, very good one, very good one. Congratulations once again. What can I say than saying thank you very much. Thank you very much. I promise that we shall have this kind of conference by next year. We'll do whatever possible to make it very much improved, and we hope that the communication will start very early so that people will get time to prepare themselves, but also to communicate with other members so that participation could be more than it is now in this year. We expect to make it that we should invite many people and to have more innovations, more technology, more international flavor, and also the chemistry and technology of people will be attending the coming conference. I believe this will be, and it is for sure, a strong platform for scholars, strong platform for academicians, strong platform for professionals, and it's a better platform for inheritance for our young researchers and scholars. If we maintain this, it will have a big benefit and big impact for our nation, Africa, and the world at large. Honorable Chairperson, if we really need to realize the SDG 6 in 2030, yes, I understand there is a lot of things or items to be considered, but from my personal opinion is that we need to have collaboration, we need to have coordination, we need to have cooperation, and we have we need to have a clear communication, but also a sense of proper water governance, but also accountability for water. In that sense, we need high level of accountability, but for sure, there is issue of inclusion, total inclusion, and with the spirit that no one to be left behind when we speak about water and sanitation. We have said it is our concern. It is a concern for all. It's my concern, it's concern for you. And everyone from every angle, from each angle, he or she must have an accountability kind of approach, but with the mind of concern. Being it a conference, yes, people here has been able to present a lot of issues. I promise that we shall have time to craft the proceedings for this one. And this will be a best platform for feedback to give you in the very near future. Only at this moment I can say I thank you very much, the organizing committee. Thank you very much. But thank you very much. I thank you all, everybody, that you made this conference very successful and possible. Thank you once again, and stay blessed.
Asante sana mkuu wa chuo Dr. Adam Karia. Makofi mengi kwake. Asante sana. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, kwa heshima naomba nimkaribishe tena mkuu wa chuo ili amkaribishe mwenyekiti wa bodi, amkaribishe mgeni wetu rasmi hapa kuongea katika closing ceremony hii.
Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, kwa itifaki naomba nimkaribishe Dr. Felician Com, mwenyekiti wa bodi chuo cha Maji, ili aukaribishe. Karibu sana.
Good evening, everyone. Honorable guests of honor, I am delighted. I'm very proud of the Institute for what they've done. Almost 80% of the papers promised were presented. Haijatokea. And I'm told, Honorable Futakamba, that the papers were actually peer-reviewed as well. This is the amount of work that they put in. And I'm just happy, and I congratulate everybody. Now, may I take this opportunity to invite you so that you do the closing of this honorable conference.
Jamani, habari ya jioni. I'm also so delighted to be here. And really, this have brought a lot of comfort on my side. Your faces are not very new. Some are just like my grandchildren. One of them is the rector here. And I have others there too. It's so interesting. So I'm really so delighted to have you here. Chairperson, Water Institute Ministerial Advisory Board, Dr. Felician Com. Rector, Water Institute, Dr. Adam Omari Karia. Water Institute Ministerial Advisory Board members, some are here. Management from the Ministry of Water, I can see some of the directors are here. DG Ruasa, Engineer Clement Kivegalo. Managing directors from various water utilities, regional managers, Ruwasa, from Ruwasa, and the district managers too, head of universities and institutes. We have some very, very good lecturers who are with us here, stakeholders, sponsors, exhibitors, water institute management. I can see they are flooded here, media representatives, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, na wasalimu kwa jina la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. You are not doing as the Minister of Water is supposed to do. Remember, you are instructed by the minister that when you are given this, then you stand up and you say some good words. Now let's do it. Director, you are here, so okay. Na wasalimu kwa jina la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Kazi endelee. Good. Clap for yourself, please. Thank you. Chairperson, I wish to acknowledge the honor you have given me to join you to come to this closure session of the 2023 International Maji Scientific Conference, which was organized by your institute with the aim of bringing together water and related stakeholders from within and outside Tanzania to meet and present various findings from research and practical works. We are all convinced that this has gone very well. You say, much congratulations to the good work put forth in preparation of this international event. The theme, as we have been all seen it, water above, on and below, the groundwater, the ground below the ground, the concern of all, is very much relevant to what the ministry is continuously advocating for the sector's success. Chairperson, let me also extend my congratulations to you all for your fruitful discussions. We have heard from distinguished panelists discussing about the challenges of ensuring water security, sustainability in light of climate change, the opportunities that integrated approaches can make the implementation possible, and then being able to deliver our sustainable development goals objectives. So I really want to thank you very much, to congratulate you all for the good work which you have done. I remember my honorable minister was saying, chuo cha maji mefanya. I have a problem with some of the names, but let me try today to repeat them, though it's not my custom. Alisema, chuo cha maji mmefanya noma. What is noma? So that was the high level of being excited. I'm also excited because I've grown into this sector and I'm really so delighted. You know, we, all the people like me, when you leave some people who are doing better, they say they are adding some more years. Now I don't know how much you have added to me, maybe 1 year, 2 years, but I'm really so delighted. So I'm giving you much congratulations. Dear Chairperson, the conference wouldn't be possible without all of you presenters. As the Deputy Director said, we had a very good attendance, we had good participants, we have a presentation which were very good, and we had the presenters who had a quite good number of foreigners also we have seen through our online. So we are really, really very, very grateful. The Deputy Director also have told us a number of young researchers. I'm really excited with these young researchers. So let's give a big clap to young researchers once again. Yeah. That team is our future. So I'm really so delighted because we had a young researchers, about 14 in number. Chairperson, being among the participants, I admit that there have been valuable contributions, quite relevant to the sector for addressing the challenges and empowering the sector for the future sustainability. We have had very interesting examples of strategies designed to take water challenges and the climate change in a holistic manner. This needs to take a systematic approach that looks water in totality and in synergies. And these have been our challenges, because some are thinking they lock themselves in a box. I'm with the Minister of Energy, I'm with the Minister of Agriculture, but now, through Water Institute, we can synergize, we can integrate, and work in a way that water will be able to be a very, very important resource in our development agenda. Thus, the conference has been very fruitful, and let me say on behalf of the ministry, the shared experience and the findings will be taken on board accordingly for the purpose of improving the sector and the country at large. Chairperson, it's my expectation that this is not the end. That's what I've said, and all participants, senior participants have said this is not the end. Therefore, we are looking forward that we'll have this type of platform every year, and that's what we have said, and I'm really so thankful for that. Dear Chairperson, just to remind ourselves, the International Decade for Action, Water for Sustainable Development, 2018 to 2028. What do it say? It's saying this is a global call to action to accelerate efforts towards water-related challenges. So let's accelerate the efforts. You know, when we'll train different people, different stakeholders at our institute, we'll be able to accelerate. And now our request is, let us pledge, let this be our pledge this evening, that we will never rest until we have achieved a world with equitable and sustainable water resource for all. Let that be our pledge. And the way I can see your faces, you are ready to implement that. Dear Chairperson, it should be known that there are always will be challenges and the changes. And we are all witnessing what is happening in the climate. And we know these changes will interfere with the water bodies, and we know that mankind have advanced very much, and he is trying to design different ways to protect the environment, because the climate now is bringing a lot of havoc. So I believe through this type of conferences, we'll come with strategies and synergies so that we'll be able to work out what exactly we should do well with the changing climate variations. Therefore, I want to urge our experts, you are all experts here, to ensure that the general public is made aware of these changes. You know, previously, when you are telling people, tabia nchi, they didn't understand that this climate change, no one was able to understand, but now it's very real. So we experts should work hard so that the communities and the other relevant stakeholders will be able to acknowledge that this thing is very, very, very real. Chairperson, before closing my speech, I want to thank the sponsors who have made this conference possible. Masponsor wamefanya kazi nzuri sana. Wamefanya kazi nzuri sana. So I really want to thank them very much. And as the Deputy Director said, we have few issues as take-home messages, which maybe we can group as follows. First one is inclusivity. The key issues that have been pinpointed in many presentations is that there is a lack of inclusivity of various groups in our community. So I think we need to work hard on that. There are institutions against local communities. We have policies against taboo and there's other stereotypes. Kwa hiyo tumekuwa na changamoto ya kukubali baadhi ya vitu ambavyo ni kweli. But also another take home, we need to have a behavioral change, which is very important towards the protection of the water resource. And also we should take hope that research should be aligned with what is going on in the ground to be a source of solving problems. And I remember my honorable minister says, I want Water Institute to be a center of excellence. Of course, in the ministry, our center of excellence, we can have another arm so that we can be solving problems. And that has been very, very difficult. I remember it's not bad to be a permanent secretary, but it's very bad when you are PS and you don't have answers. You know, my fight when I was the PS was that I wanted Minister of Water to get a lot of money. So whenever we PSs meet, I'll start dialoguing. And then one day, they bombarded me. They said, Engineer Mbogo, you want to get more money. Tell us what's the contribution of water into the GDP. You know, I had a zero answer. Then the next meeting, I decided to go and poach some data from other people. They said in China, they did this. You put $1 into water, you generate so many dollars into the economy. But they said, this is not yours. But now I'm seeing a great light now. At least we can quantify. And that really harassed me a lot. I was telling my colleagues, being a PS is good, but if you don't have tangible answers with data, it was very difficult. So I'm encouraging you now that research will be aligned to answer these things. And we have seen when we went to exhibitions, we have seen some answers are being answered, are being given to us. And also we have to take home that adverse effects of the climate change have become a reality, as I've said, and the other technologies like DWAS and ICT, we need to look into them. So as I wind up, my dear colleagues, I once again want to thank you. Let this fire which you have lit today keep on burning. And there are potential people. And we, all the people, we like young men who are very energetic, proactive, energetic, and that's what I'm seeing here. And the attendance shows that we are really serious. And we are all aware, we have our normal word, that water is our common denominator. So anything you have to divide with water so that we can get a positive input. So I want to wish you that you go with this vibrant notion, be more aggressive, work together, and I believe next time when we meet, God willing, we'll be demonstrating other good things. Let me once again thank the management of Water Institute. You have really encouraged me. You have really encouraged me, because I was, when I was with them, I was trying to do some strange things so that they can get funds. But now you are working very well. I encourage you, keep on working together. Love each other. Usigombanie madaraka. Madaraka atakuja, God will give you. But work together as a team. And what I've witnessed here, which is a big encouragement to me, I can see a teamwork. So continue with the teamwork. Now, Chairperson, after saying these words, I am now officially announcing that the 2023 Second International Maji Scientific Conference have been officially closed. Thank you and God bless you.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi kwa hotuba hiyo. Makofi mengi kwa mgeni rasmi wetu. Asante sana. Kwa hiyo kwa ratiba ya sasa, baada ya Mheshimiwa rasmi kutangaza officially kwamba kongamano hili limefungwa, tutakuwa na picha chache na mgeni rasmi hapa kwa makundi kama ambavyo nitayaita hapa mbele. Kundi la wale washindi wa Young Pioneers walishapata picha na Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi. Kwa tutaomba kundi la pili liwe la wale presenters wote ambao wameweza kufanya presentation katika kongamano hili. Na wakati hilo kundi la presenters linavyokuja hapa mbele, tutaomba kundi la panelists wote, moderators wote na judges waliohusika kwenye kongamano hili pia waweze kujiandaa kupiga picha na haitebo hapa. Karibuni presenters wote kwa ajili ya picha. Ya presenters ambao wamepresent kazi zao za utafiti katika kongamano hili. Presenters. Hakuna maswali baada ya picha. Najua wamekuwa na sleepless night kwa ajili ya kuandaa kazi hizi. Kwa hiyo mnanizeru sana kutabasamu hapa. Asanteni sana. Tunaomba group la station chairs wapande hapo jukwani, wa rapporteurs wale na judges waje kwa pamoja. Ni vizuri pia kuona some presenters pia walikuwa pia wanaingia kwenye upande wa pili wa kuwa moderate presenters wengine. Madaktari wawili hapa naona wamebaki, manake kwa kwenye kundi la presenters, lakini at the same time kwenye siku nyingine wakaingia kwenye venue nyingine ili kuwa moderate watu wengine. Naona wengine bado wanakuja. Tunatambua uwepo wa representative wa development partners Saira, nashukuru sana. Asante sana. Naomba kundi la alum wa Water Institute pamoja na wastaafu. Kwa kama ulisoma chuo cha Maji ama uliwahi kutumika pale, tunakuomba usogee kwa ajili ya picha. Wataalamu wa mambo wanasema historia ikishatokea huwezi ukaibadilisha. Kwa hiyo kama umeshapita chuo cha Maji kwenye maisha yako, hakuna siku utaweza kudelete kwamba sikuwahi pita chuo cha Maji. Kwa hiyo ni vyema ukija hapa kwa ajili ya picha ya kumbukumbu ujisikie fahari, maana chuo cha maji kinakuwa ni nyumbani. Namuona injinia hapa akashikilia kumbe na hii product ya chuo cha maji. Hongera sana injinia. Na mkurugenzi hapa Mamadolisia, naye ni product ya chuo cha maji. Kwa hiyo ukitaka ku-excel, nadhani ni vizuri sana upitie chuo cha maji. Kuna program kama kubahatika kusoma diploma miaka hiyo, kuna degree, na baadaye tumeanzisha masters pia, na tutaanzisha na PhD kuhakikisha kila mtu ana fursa ya kupita pale. Asante sana. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, tunashukuru sana, zoezi la upigaji picha limeisha. Sasa kwa kufuatisha ratiba, kinachofuata sasa tutakuwa na break ya kupata refreshment kidogo ya chai na some bites, na baada ya hapo saa 12 kamili, which is like 24 minutes from now, tutaenda kwenye cocktail. Hii cocktail itafanyika kwenye jengo hili floor ya pili karibu na Tanzanite Hall ambapo tulikuwa tukifanya presentation. Kulikuwa na ile sehemu nje pale ambapo tulikuwa tunapata milo yetu kwa siku ambazo tumekuwepo. Kwa hiyo tutakusanyika pale kwa ajili ya kuenjoy. Cocktail, it's a free place, a free talk. Kwa hiyo unaweza ukainteract, uka-exchange a business card or contact na watu ambao unaona kwenye forum hii. Forum hii ina kazi pia ku network na watu wenye taaluma mbalimbali. Kwa hiyo tunaweza tukaendelea kufanya hiyo socialization wakati tukiendelea kuburudika kwa burudani ya music pamoja na vinywaji na vyakula. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, kwa kufikia hapo kwa heshima na taazima, tutakuruhusu utoke katika jengo hili kiambatana na meza kuu. Kwa hiyo ndugu washiriki, kwa heshima naomba tusimame wakati mgeni rasmi wetu akitoka. Kwa hiyo ni vizuri tukipiga na makofi.